Hi everybody, Heather Campbell here, and I think this is actually the first time I will put a video on my blog. But I wanted to do a video showing off the new Avery Elle Storybook set. So I actually drew this set by hand, and Jamie helped me get it into stamp set. So thank you, Jamie. I absolutely love it. It's full of 4 main animals and then all these little images that the animals can be looking up at. And there are coordinating dies as well. But I wanted to do a video just to share how it works, because I know sometimes sets like this can be a little bit overwhelming, and I wanted to kind of break it down, what my idea was. And I'm not going to make a card, just show the basic stamping and how it all works. I hope you like it. All right, so now I can go ahead and stamp my main animal, and I'm going to use the deer here. I just want to show these 2 little grass stamps. So there are 2 of these, one going in each direction, and I just line it up and put it right by the feet of each of the animals. For the deer, because there's an open space, either one will fit perfectly in between. Really just serves to ground the animal and give them some grass to stand on. So now I can go ahead and add whatever the deer is looking up at. And here I'm going to bring in the bugs. I don't know if these are lightning bugs or flies. I just thought they were adorable. And when you put all the stamps together, they make just a really sweet little scene. So there we have that one. Next, I'm going to show you how to use the 2 laurel branches. So these are mirror images of each other. And basically what I like to do is, and I'm kind of out of the video here for a second, but I line it up on a grid block, and I line the bottom stem to the top of the laurel. And I just make sure that they're on the same line on my grid block. And here I'm kind of off, so I just take a moment to tweak, put it back down, and then eventually I get it. Then I'll go in and add my critter. And then once I have my critter, then I add my next laurel branch. And I like to add some room to put in whatever the animal is looking up at. So here I'm adding the duck. And then I go ahead and add that second mirrored laurel branch, just the exact same way, the bottom of the stem to the top of the leaf. And then I know that there are mirror images. When I stamp them, they'll stamp perfectly. And I'm going to add the little bits of grass the exact same way I did and just pop them on either side of the duck's feet. So the only thing left to do here is go ahead and add whatever the duck is looking up at. So here I've chosen the bee with the trail behind it. I think it's a fun little match for it, and it creates a little scene. So now we have that one done. All right, and next we're going to create another little scene. This time I'm going to use the sweet mouse, and I'm just going to stick it right on my acrylic block and stamp it just like I would anything else. And then I'll go ahead and add the 2 pieces of grass on either side of the mouse. And with my grass done, then I can go ahead and add whatever the mouse is looking up at. And here I've chosen to use the bubbles. I'm just going to stick some of the bubbles up here. Now I'm going in and adding another set of bubbles. And this is one stamp set. I actually cut it in half just with my scissors so I could pull them apart when I wanted to. It's a little trick. It doesn't hurt your stamps at all. You can easily pop them back together. But this gives me a frame for my sentiment. And I love the sentiments in this set. It's not overly baby. It's not overly birthday. You can use it for everything. All right, and I thought I would just stamp the deer and on a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, just show you all the different stamps and all the different little images that the animals can be looking up at. So here I've got my deer, and then the first thing I'm going to go in and add are the stars. So there's 2 different sizes of stars, and then there's a shooting star. So you can easily just pop them everywhere, and then the deer can be looking up. Then I just go in and add my grass the same way I did earlier. Really cute to ground it. The next thing you can do are the bugs. I know I showed them earlier. I just think they're adorable, so we're going to stamp those. Then there's these stars. Now these look amazing when they're stamped in a blue ink. Here in black they kind of look funny here, but just little bursts, and so those are fun. These circles are the bubbles, and again I cut my stamp apart so that way you can stamp them apart if you want, or you can leave them together. And then there are the butterflies, and there are 2 different butterflies. One looks amazing on the deer's nose. Then there's the bee with the trail behind it. You can also mask the bee and then use the trail for one of the butterflies. Then there's the 2 birds. One is slightly smaller than the other, and they're looking in different directions. And then, of course, there are the balloons. And these, same thing, just another thing for the animals to look up at. But there you go.